Mastery isn't just about putting in endless hours, it's about how you use those hours. Repetition with awareness transforms mindless practice into powerful learning. When you repeat a skill deliberately, paying close attention to your mistakes, adjusting in real time, and staying fully present, you build deeper neural pathways and accelerate progress. This isn't just grinding, it's smart work that rewires your brain for true expertise. Let's explore why mindful repetition is the real shortcut to mastering anything you want. Today we will talk about repetition with awareness, the real shortcut to mastery. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The illusion of the quick fix. In a world obsessed with instant gratification and life hacks, the idea of a shortcut to mastery often conjures images of secret techniques or hidden knowledge. We are bombarded with marketing that promises rapid results, whether it's learning a new language in a week or mastering a musical instrument in a month. This focus on speed and efficiency, while appealing, often bypasses the fundamental process of true skill acquisition. The truth is, there is no magic bullet. Genuine mastery is not about finding a way to skip steps, but about performing those steps with a level of intentionality that transforms rote practice into a powerful engine of growth. The real shortcut isn't a bypass, it's a superhighway, and its on-ramp is the principle of repetition with awareness. This concept reframes the tedious act of repetition from a mindless chore into a profound tool for deep learning and integration. By shifting our focus from the what of practice to the how, we unlock a much faster, more durable path to expertise. 2. Moving beyond mindless repetition. The difference between mindless and mindful repetition is the difference between digging a shallow hole with a spoon and drilling a deep one with a powerful auger. Mindless repetition, often seen in the form of drill and kill exercises, involves performing an action over and over without any conscious feedback loop. A student might repeatedly play a musical scale without listening for intonation. A basketball player might shoot hundreds of free throws without adjusting their form, or a writer might copy a passage without internalizing the stylistic choices. This kind of practice reinforces existing habits, both good and bad, but does little to refine or evolve the skill. It's the equivalent of driving the same route every day without ever noticing the subtle changes in the landscape. Awareness, on the other hand, introduces a critical element, the ability to observe, analyze, and correct. It transforms the practitioner into a scientist, constantly experimenting, gathering data, and refining their hypothesis with each repetition. 3. The power of the feedback loop. At the heart of repetition with awareness is the constant and dynamic feedback loop. This loop has 3 essential components: action, observation, and adjustment. First, the practitioner performs the action, whether it's a tennis serve, a chord on a guitar, or a line of code. Second, they immediately and critically observe the outcome. This observation isn't just about success or failure, it's about dissecting the why. Was the tennis ball's spin correct? Did the chord sound clean? Was the code efficient? This critical observation requires a heightened state of presence and attention. Finally, based on this observation, they make a precise adjustment for the next repetition. This could be a minor change in grip, a slight shift in wrist angle, or a different approach to syntax. This continuous cycle of doing, analyzing, and correcting ensures that each repetition builds on the last, forging new neural pathways and refining muscle memory with deliberate precision. 4. Integrating mind and body. Mastery is not purely an intellectual pursuit, it is a holistic integration of mind and body. Awareness acts as the bridge between the two. When we repeat an action mindfully, we are not just telling our body what to do. We are actively listening to its response. A dancer feels the subtle tension in their muscles, a martial artist feels the flow of their weight, and a surgeon feels the resistance of tissue. This heightened sensory feedback allows the conscious mind to guide and instruct the unconscious body, ultimately leading to a state where the action becomes seamless and intuitive. The conscious adjustments we make in the early stages of practice eventually become ingrained in our subconscious. The body remembers the correct movement not through simple brute force repetition, but through the intelligent, guided repetition that awareness provides. This is the ultimate goal of practice, to move from conscious competence to unconscious competence, where the skill flows without deliberation. 5. The role of micro-adjustments. The real magic of repetition with awareness lies in the power of micro-adjustments. A novice might be focused on the big picture, trying to hit the ball over the net. A master, however, is attuned to a universe of minute details. the angle of their racket face, the rotation of their shoulders, the precise moment of contact. These small, incremental refinements, made hundreds or thousands of times, compound into a monumental difference in performance. Each micro-adjustment, guided by an aware mind, fine-tunes the physical and mental machinery of the skill. It's like turning a dial on a radio just a tiny bit at a time until the static disappears, and the signal comes in perfectly clear. This constant pursuit of perfection through small corrections is what separates the good from the great. It is a testament to the idea that mastery is not a sudden leap, but the cumulative result of countless small, deliberate steps. 6. Cultivating a present state of mind. To practice with awareness is to cultivate a state of deep presence. It requires setting aside distractions, both internal and external, and fully immersing oneself in the task at hand. This is a meditative act. The goal is not just to perform the action, but to be fully with the action. This present state of mind allows for the keen observation that fuels the feedback loop. We must learn to quiet the mental chatter, the worries about the future, the regrets about the past, and focus our entire being on the single, repeated moment. This presence isn't just beneficial for learning, it's a valuable life skill in itself. By training our minds to focus on the task at hand, we become more effective in all areas of our lives. The practice of a skill becomes a training ground for the mind, teaching it to be focused, calm, and receptive. 7. Accelerating the learning curve. While mindless repetition can eventually lead to some level of proficiency, it's an incredibly slow and inefficient process. It's like trying to find your way through a maze by randomly walking down different paths. Repetition with awareness, on the other hand, is a guided tour. By consciously identifying and correcting errors with each attempt, the practitioner effectively short-circuits the long, meandering process of trial and error. They're not just practicing, they're actively debugging their performance. This deliberate and focused approach drastically accelerates the learning curve. Mistakes are not viewed as failures, but as valuable data points that inform the next attempt. 8. From technique to intuition. The ultimate goal of repetition with awareness is to move beyond the mechanical application of technique and into the realm of intuition. When a skill has been practiced with such a high degree of presence and correction, it becomes second nature. The conscious thought and deliberate adjustments that were once necessary fade away, leaving behind an intuitive understanding. The musician no longer thinks about which finger goes where. The notes flow effortlessly. The athlete no longer consciously considers their form. Their body knows exactly what to do. This is a state of mastery where the skill is no longer a set of instructions, but an extension of the self. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.